Hey guys, it's Day, and today I'm here with another tip video. You guys are loving the tip videos, so I'll just keep bringing them because they're easy for me to sit down and record. So people are asking me to go ahead and do a coloring tip video, which I don't know why I haven't done this yet because my hair's been colored for years and you guys always talk about how healthy my hair looks and blah blah blah. So let's go ahead and get into these tips. My first tip, the most important tip, is go to a professional. I get so many compliments about my colors and people asking how do I keep it healthy. The first step is going to a professional. The professional can assess if your hair is healthy enough to color. If you decide you want to color anyway, he can let you know what to expect, what to do. They have a hands-on situation where they can look at your hair and be like yay or nay, and if you decide to proceed, they can tell you what you need to do. Another good example is, say like you want to do your hair color at home, because I get people say, oh, I tried to do this at home and it didn't work, da, da, da. People have like zero knowledge of color. If you have zero knowledge of color, you do not need to be coloring your hair at home. Because I'll see somebody, I literally have had people, a lot of people over the years I've been colored, inbox me and say, oh, I dropped this color on my hair and it didn't do anything. And I'm like, did you lift it? And they're like, lift what? And I'm like, girl, bye. Just go to a colorist, go to a professional. And with that being said, do your research on a professional. When I look for the girl that I go to now and the girl I went to before that, I stalked their pages for days. I was on their clients' pages. I really like thoroughly went through and was down a rabbit hole trying to see if that person could color, if they could achieve the color that I wanted, and what their client's hair looked like after coloring. So do your research. I find all my stylists through social media. To me, that's the safest bet because you can see what they're posting and you can go find, if they're tagging their clients, you can go look on their clients' page as well and get like an actual real life example of what's going on. The other reason why you want to make sure you go to a colorist is to bounce ideas off of, because every color does not look good on everybody. Just to be real, like if you want to, and not even every color, every shade of color. So say you want to go blonde. You gotta kind of figure out a good blonde to match your skin tone, because we've all seen some people who were having blonde hair and it didn't complement their complexion. Same thing with reds. You want to find a red that matches your skin tone, whether it be a light red or a dark red. There's so many different shades of each color. You want somebody to sit there with a knowledge of color to make sure that you're getting a color that complements your skin tone and even like your personality. Say you want to go red and you grab a box and it's super bright, but that's just not something that you wanted. You really don't even have much control when you're doing box dye. So go to a salon and do your research on the stylist before she colors your hair, or he. Keep saying she, but he's do hair too. So yeah, first tip, go to a salon, go to a professional. The next one are like my wash day tips, because if you guys notice, my colors don't fade very fast. One thing that I do is I do not let hot water touch my hair. I wash my hair on lukewarm or sometimes warm water depending on how dirty it's feeling. But basically I wash my hair on lukewarm water. When I do my deep conditioning, I go through and rinse it in lukewarm water, and I also let my deep conditioner cool completely off before I go rinse, because I found in the beginning when I was coloring, especially when I had that those oranges and that reds I had years ago, when my hair wouldn't bleed a lot when I shampooed, but when I would go deep condition and then go straight to the bowl, my color would just like be going down the drain. So I'm sure it's a cuticle thing. In my mind, I rationalized it that when I deep condition, the deep conditioner is penetrating inside the hair strand, so it's opening up my cuticles, which is releasing the color. If I sit there and let it cool off, then it's closing the cool air or the coolness closes the cuticle, trapping in the color, and then I just rinse it on lukewarm water. Another thing is be aware of the type of shampoos that you are using. Y'all have noticed, like over the past year, I've got back to shampooing more, and it's because of this blue hair. When I first got it, I felt like the first couple months I was like co-washing and stuff, and it got dull really quick. And I was talking to my stylist, and she just said, you know, start shampooing but using moisturizing shampoo so it can remove that buildup, and you can also get a nice gentle cleanse. So I'm using moisturizing shampoos. You do want to clarify from time to time, but being colored, when you clarify, you're gonna strip out your color. So to get around that, I try to clarify like right before I get my colors retouched, and I get my colors retouched just as needed. Like I said, in the first month or the first 2 months I had that blue, I went back and got it recolored because I didn't do well with it. Since then, I've only gone back once, and it's been, I got my hair colored in November. I think I went back in like January, got it touched up. It's now, what's this month? July? August? It's August, and I haven't gotten my color touched up, and it's still rich. Yeah, make sure you are shampooing with a moisturizing shampoo, and that you are not putting hot water on your hair, which is going to make the color bleed. Oh, and also when you deep condition, let that deep conditioner cool off before you rinse it, because like I said, me personally, whenever I deep condition, that's where all my colors start rinsing, not so much when I shampoo. My next tip is to moisturize. Moisture is very, very important with color. Color is drying. My hair is very prone to dryness. So with that being said, it'll take me forever to explain how to properly moisturize your hair. I do have a video. I will link that here. Go ahead and click. But basically, with how to moisturize and moisturizing properly, you got to know your porosity, and you have to know how to layer your products according to your porosity. So you need to know if you're low porosity, which means that your cuticles are tightly shut. It's hard for water to penetrate and moisture to penetrate, but when it does, it locks in, which is me. Then there's high porosity, which means your hair soaks up water, soaks up product really well, but it dries back out really, really quick. That's high porosity. So with high porosity, you want to focus on putting sealants on your hair to trap in that moisture so your hair doesn't dry out quick. Whereas with low porosity, you're focusing on trying to just get the moisture to absorb in the first place. Moisture is so important with coloring. The next most important thing is protein. When you color, it tears up your hair. It tears up your hair. Color damages your hair. My hair is damaged. It's got a curl, but for the most part, my hair is damaged because I color it. And I've been coloring my hair since 2010, I want to say. So I've been coloring my hair for 9 years. There are a lot of brands that put out that they have a protein treatment, and they're not protein treatment. They are protein conditioners. As far as protein treatment, the main brand that has actual protein treatments is Aphogee. They have their 2 Step, which is the one that makes your hair hard, and you put that conditioner on it to soften it back up. I recommend that if you have like severely like color treated hair. When I say severely, means like your hair feels really funny. So I wasn't using that up until this year, but I do use that now. Before, I was using the 2 Minute keratin treatment by Aphogee, and that was getting me by. So I don't really know how to tell y'all how to find the difference between the two, but a lot of companies say that there's a protein treatment, but it's really not. It's a protein deep conditioner, and that's not the same as a protein treatment. I do use protein deep conditioners a lot. You guys see me mention like Mael, the Ancient Egyptian collection by The Main Choice. African Pride has their their protein leave-in conditioner. Incorporate protein, but know your limits. If your hair starts feeling really stiff and weird, pull back on the protein, but incorporate as much protein as possible. But you got to find a balance between protein and moisture. You also don't want to over moisturize. I keep talking about that in my videos too, because you'll get hyper fatigue, which is just as bad as having under protein treated hair, because your hair gets really, really weak and limp and it can break off. So definitely want to find a balance between protein and moisture, and make sure that you are using actual protein treatments and not just deep conditioners with protein in it if you need it. The next tip that I have for you guys is to do not over style, manipulate, or wash your hair. When you have color, and it's real contradictory to the health of your hair, because you got to make sure your scalp is clean. You got to make sure you wash your hair. But when you have color, you want to wash it as least as possible. So if you're one of those people who wash your hair every day, every other day, 2 times a week, you're going to have an issue with maintaining your color. Not as far as like the health of your hair, but just as far as it fading really quick. On average, I wash my hair once a week or every other week. I try not to let 2 weeks go without me washing my hair, but you want to make sure that you are not over washing it, and you don't want to over manipulate it, because obviously it'll have breakage, and again, colored hair is more prone to dryness, which means it's more prone to breakage. I got a tip, but I really don't want to tell people because I don't feel like answering a million questions, because I'm gonna just keep telling y'all to go to a professional. But on my own, I have been experimenting, and I found a company called oVertone. And as far as maintaining my color and not having to go to get my hair touched up as much, they have deep conditioners and conditioners with dye in them. So they have like blue conditioners, red conditioners, gray conditioners, whatever. I do use those from time to time to boost my color. I'm not gonna answer a million questions on it. It's literally, you read the bottle, follow the directions. I'm not gonna answer a million questions on it. If you have a question, please consult a professional. But that is a tip. If you are coloring, look into a company that has deep conditioners with color in it, like oVertone. I'll have it in the description box. But again, that's all I'm gonna say on that. And my final tip, which I had to learn the hard way, is be careful in the sun. The sun bleaches some colors. When I went to the beach one time and I had orange hair, my hair was blonde and almost kind of see-through-ish a little bit at the ends after I left the beach. So at this point, I cannot talk. Left the beach. So at this point, when I go to the beach or I'm going on trips and vacationing and whatnot, and I know I'm going to be in the water, I go ahead and just get braids or some kind of protective style to tuck my hair away. Since I've like started doing like these like really vibrant colors, like that last red that I have in this blue, I have not been in a pool. Do not get in a pool with something like a blue or a purple or a green or something, because you gonna stain the whole pool. Your color gone. So yeah, protect your hair from the sun. If you have any questions, go ahead and let me know in the comment section. If there are a whole bunch of stuff that I missed, I'll do a part 2 to this video. Do not ask me about refreshing and that deep conditioner with the color in it, because I'm just gonna say I said what I said and keep it moving. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Do not forget to like, comment, and subscribe before you leave. Bye.